Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Today on Ethical Explorers, we are diving into a fantastic utility that bridges the gap between Python development and Linux system administration. We will be looking at Py2Deb. If you have ever written a brilliant Python script and wondered how to easily distribute it across Debian-based Linux systems like Ubuntu or Kali Linux, you are in the right place. Py2Deb is a powerful yet incredibly user-friendly graphical user interface tool built with Python and Tkinter. Its primary purpose is to allow developers to convert their Python scripts or even shell scripts into Debian packages effortlessly. Whether you're building utilities for wide distribution or you're testing deployment pipelines in a local environment, this tool simplifies what used to be a tedious command line packaging process into just a few intuitive clicks. Let us talk about what makes this tool stand out. First and foremost, you can select any .py or .sh script and package it directly as a .deb file. It's not just about the code, though. You can optionally embed an icon file, making your packaged application look professional and native to the Linux desktop environment. Py2Deb also provides easy configuration of control fields. This means you can specify the package name, the version number, the maintainer details, and more right from the graphical interface. Looking ahead, the developers are also working on auto start and run on install options, which will make it even more versatile. Furthermore, the tool automatically cleans up build files after packaging, keeping your workspace completely clutter-free. You also get live build output right in the interface, with error and success highlighting, all wrapped in a modern and responsive Tkinter GUI. For those who might be newer to Linux package management, you might be asking, what exactly is a .deb package? Essentially, a .deb file is a Debian software package format. It is the standard method used by distributions such as Debian, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, Linux Mint, and many others to install software. Py2Deb automatically creates the necessary Debian package structure behind the scenes. It handles the control files and sets up post-install scripts if they're necessary. Before we get into setting this up, let us cover the system requirements. You will need Python 3.6 or higher. Naturally, you need a Linux-based operating system, like the ones we just mentioned. Under the hood, the tool relies on a few core system commands, like dpkg-dev, fakeroot, dpkg, chmod, cp, and desktop file validate. Fortunately, these are usually pre-installed on most standard distributions. Now let's walk through the process of getting Py2Deb installed on your system. To start, you'll need to open up your terminal. First, we need to ensure that all the system-level dependencies are installed and up to date. We will begin by updating our advanced package tool cache. Type sudo apt update and hit enter. Provide your password if prompted. Once the update process completes, we need to install the specific tools Py2Deb relies on. Type sudo apt install python3.tk fakeroot dpkg.dev. The python3.tk package provides the necessary libraries for the graphical interface, while fakeroot and dpkg.dev are essential for actually constructing the Debian package archive, without needing full root privileges for the entire process. Press Y to confirm the installation and let it finish. With the prerequisites out of the way, we can grab the tool itself. We will use git to clone the repository. Type git clone https:/github.com/mrpentest/py.deb. Wait for the repository to clone to your local machine. Once that's done, we need to move into the newly created directory. Type cd Py2Deb to change your current working directory. You are now inside the project folder, and the tool is completely set up and ready to be launched. To run the graphical interface, simply type python3 Py2Deb_GUI.py and hit enter. You will immediately see the modern interface pop up on your screen. Using it is incredibly straightforward. Click on the button labeled Select Python File and browse your file system to choose the script you want to package. Next, fill in the required fields. Give your package a recognizable name, set a version number, and add your maintainer information. Once you're happy with the configuration, just click the Build.deb package button. That's it. The tool will process everything, highlight the output on the screen, and your finished .deb file will be generated and safely stored in the dist folder within your project directory. There are many practical applications for a tool like this. For developers and system administrators, it's perfect for deploying internal Python automation tools across a fleet of servers, or sharing utilities without needing to expose your raw source code. You can use it to create packages for private deployments or run custom post-install scripts for setting up environments. From a cybersecurity perspective, it's highly valuable for red team operations. You can simulate Deb-based attack vectors in a safe lab, study Linux package trust exploitation techniques, or test endpoint detection and response systems in isolated environments. It's a fantastic resource for teaching cybersecurity students how attackers might abuse package trust mechanisms. Before we wrap up, it's crucial to state an important ethical notice. This tool and the concepts discussed regarding security testing are intended strictly for educational, research, and authorized security testing within isolated lab environments. Do not, under any circumstances, use this tool on unauthorized systems or for any malicious purposes. Misuse of this software may violate local, state, and international laws, as well as ethical standards. Always ensure you operate under proper legal permission and maintain the highest ethical conduct. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this overview helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Ethical Explorers for more deep dives into the tools that shape development and security. See you in the next one.